Good afternoon. I'm Sheila Brummer with Siouxland Public Media News. Brutal winter conditions hammering the northern U.S. with whiteout snow, dangerous winds, and bitter cold. All of South Dakota and much of Iowa and Nebraska are under warnings and advisories. The weather impacted some school districts in Siouxland, including metro area districts.
Due to the weather, Sioux City Community Schools will have a 2-hour early dismissal today.
Moderate to heavy snowfall is predicted for Siouxland today into Thursday, while forecasters say a wintry mix of rain, sleet, and snow is more likely for much of central Iowa, with just rain to the south. The National Weather Service issued blizzard warnings for the counties of Lyon, Osceola, Sioux, O'Brien, and Dickinson, including a portion of the Iowa Great Lakes region. That area could get 5 to 7 inches, with winds gusting as high as 40 miles per hour. However, Lyon County could see more than a foot of snow. The forecast currently calls for 4 inches in Sioux City. Travel is not advised in the upper corner of northwest Iowa. In South Dakota, Interstate 29 is closed north of Sioux Falls. A bill to reinstate the death penalty in a limited number of cases is eligible for debate now in the Iowa Senate. The bill would make those convicted of kidnapping, raping, and murdering a person under the age of 18 eligible for a death sentence. The bill cleared the Senate Judiciary Committee on a vote of 10-8. And anyone who can legally own a gun would be able to carry it loaded with bullets while driving on a public highway in Iowa under legislation that cleared a House subcommittee. Current law says guns are to be unloaded while a vehicle is moving. A House subcommittee is going through a 1,600-page bill proposed by Governor Kim Reynolds. WHO Television in Des Moines reports the bill would consolidate 37 state agencies into 16 in order to streamline the state government process. Lawmakers say it hasn't been looked at for more than 40 years. The Senate had already moved the governor's bill through a subcommittee, leaving it now up to the House to push it through. The Iowa Supreme Court heard arguments today in a case that looks to force the governor to comply with the state's open records law within a certain time frame. Journalists with the website Iowa Capital Dispatch and Bleeding Heartland say they had to sue Governor Kim Reynolds to receive records related to her response to the coronavirus pandemic. Laura Bellin is with Bleeding Heartland.
This case is important not only because of the specific documents we were seeking, but because of the principle that no one is above the law.
An attorney for the state told the justices the case should be dismissed because her office was busy with other things during the pandemic. An attorney with the ACLU of Iowa, Thomas Story, says that was never expressed, and requests were ignored until a lawsuit was filed. That's when it took only 18 days to fulfill open requests for 18 months.
Our clients have all experienced repeated and delayed stonewalling from the governor's office after submitting formal requests for information regarding the state's COVID-19 response and other matters.
Story made his comments during a virtual news conference with reporters, including Siouxland Public Media, on Wednesday. The state claims there is no deadline in the law for the governor to fill records requests, and that it would violate separation of powers for the court to create one. The Supreme Court will make a ruling on the case later in the year. For Siouxland Public Media News, I'm Sheila Brummer.